Afternoon, Jumps Racing fans. Welcome back to the channel, proudly sponsored by betting.co.uk. So I'm actually out for this evening. I won't be back until a little bit later on. So I just thought I'd bring you my Wednesday selections a little bit earlier than usual. We've got a pretty decent day of Jumps Racing coming from Chepstow, Warwick and from Musselburgh. And I've actually got a selection for you coming from each meeting. Now, before we go on to the selections though, courtesy of betting.co.uk, we have been given an offer from our good friends at Coral, where if you bet £5, you can get a £20 free bet using the link in the description below for new customers only. Okay, so we will go on to tomorrow's selections, and we kick off in the 12.55 at Chepstow. We've got a handicap chase here over 3 miles, and it actually looks like quite a difficult race to figure out this one, and there's a few very likeable types in this field. King Turgeon's one I actually think is a really nice horse, particularly for the step up in trip, and he actually gets a valuable £8 off his back with Gearoyd Harney being in the saddle. He could actually go very close if he's ready to go first time out, but I do think he's one that's probably going to progress further on down the line. So the one I'm most interested in the opener at Chepstow is Rogue de la Quest for Rebecca Curtis, who definitely did well over this trip last season over hurdles, but seemingly looked like this one was actually going to progress for a fence. We finally come to that point now in time, and I think that means he's actually going to be pretty well handicapped for his opening debut. Rebecca Curtis does seemingly well with her stayers. I'm expecting to see this one improve over fences, and I think he's probably worth a pretty decent each way punt here, providing that he's 5-1 or bigger. Selection number 2 comes in the 150 at Warwick. We've got a decent handicap chaser over 3 miles. Again, another pretty decent race with quite nice horses in the field. And the favourite is likely to be Hot Rod Charlie, who did really well to win back in May at Fontwell. And he actually holds quite nice credentials. He won over 2 miles 6 furlongs. So the obvious next step is for him to go up to 3 miles here. And he's not going to be too far away. However, the one I think is worth taking a chance on here is Kim Bailey's Hurler on the Ditch, who placed in all 3 starts that he had at the beginning of this year. And even though he missed the entire of 2022, he did actually come back and run 3 pretty solid races and was given a bit of an easy time of it that day as well. So I think they were obviously bearing in mind that he's had a few injury problems. They just wanted to get him back racing again. And I think now, switching to fences, he's going to be a very different proposition. Now, the Kim Bailey team are in really good form so far this year. They're seemingly ready to go first time out, and I think Hurler on the Ditch here could be the one that actually takes down Hot Rod Charlie in the handicap chase at Warwick. My final selection comes in the 3.25. We've got a 2 mile handicap chase here, and my selection actually comes from the top 2 runners. We've got Dreams of Home and Fidelio Vallis. The 3 runners at the bottom of the handicap here are actually the 3 that are going to be race fit, but I think they're going to have a tough task to beat both of the runners at the top of the market here. Dreams of Hope is quite a nice sort for the Donald McCain team, and has plenty of pace over 2 miles. But I think the class angle is going to be Fidelio Vallis here for the Harry Dearham team. Was quite a nice horse for Paul Nicholls and came back and run 1 start for Harry Dearham. And I ran a pretty nice race behind Pay the Piper. Now, that would have absolutely put him primed for this run. And I think he is absolutely well handicapped to go and win for Harry Dearham here. I don't think he would run him just to get him fit. I think Fidelio Vallis is going to be ready to go first time out. And then off top weight, on this sort of handicap mark, I think that makes him very, very dangerous indeed. So, the 3 quickfire selections for tomorrow. We've got Rogue de la Quest in the 12.55 at Chepstow. Each way, if you can get this one bigger than 5-1. We've got Hurler on the Ditch in the 150 at Warwick. And then in the 3.25 at Musselburgh, we've got Fidelio Vallis for the Harry Dearham team. Okay, so just the 3 for Wednesday's action. As mentioned, there is an offer from our good friends Coral in the description below. But good luck with your bets for tomorrow, and I'll be back again with more selections for Thursday's racing. Bye for now.